mod did not load correctly, so give me a second.
Who cares what
Bailey,
slot you
did you
load
just call him a
into?
melon?
You can't prove anything.
Why are you calling people melons?
You're a melon.
That is very rude. You can't go
That
around
is
calling
very
people
rude.
lemons.
Wow, you're a
I'm
big
actually a
fat
lemon.
pineapple.
Whoa! Rude. I'm out of here. Fuck this. My god.
I'm
Brits.
getting out of here.
Fuck you guys. I'm going
Too
home.
intense for me.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Better cough. Boy.
Yes.
No, I'm joking, you're banned from the unit.
If I got banned from the unit from that, I'd be surprised. So why aren't you capturing?
So, how is everybody?
Just get with your squad quickly. Reserves, get against that wall quick. Fungus, who's it? Right, so get next to your guys.
Would not be put in mod, it's an FCX.
There we go. Now it's loaded.
Steer to a little left. Steer to a little left, guys. So you're not bumping with the,
Please sideways, get behind. Ewek, please. Gorman, just stay there. We got our aviators. How many aviators we got on tonight, Scuba?
I'm lagging so hard.
oh, Firefly, move over to me.
Load.
What the fuck is he lagging? It's like the one time he should not be lagging.
Flog is another one, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm gonna take this kit.
She getting 20 FPS.
I told Critical to get in here, I think he's still in circle.
Or is this what you got?
He's getting
Another?
Takes a while to load his uniform. I don't know where he was though.
Let me know if you can or not.
We actually have quite a bit of airborne and pilots on the
Okay, no, that's what.
Oh, we got more than 6.
Does that mean jetpacks? Yes?
Among
Necessarily.
Right.
Oh, hey.
Where's Raptor?
you're
There's
right.
Raptor.
Do we have an AT person?
Just get behind. Get back.
Currently no. And Bruce is going to be late, so definitely not.
Right.
Because I have this.
We probably
Mine
won't be
detector.
Just move the guys to the right a bit,
I'll
please.
get AT just in case.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you need AT, I can go AT.
Hey, Rook, you can keep your mini gun.
I'm gonna assign you.
No, I was my last before I joined everyone was AT, so I should do it.
There we go. That's good.
Give you Gypsy, Orion, and wait.
Fine, I'll just go this.
And Psycho.
There.
Sorry.
I want you to go to the end group. You're gonna join up on Ewek.
503 radio tag.
Forks, you're new to this,
Oh,
aren't
there's
you?
Critical.
I don't like the fact that we have to carry the Z6 now.
Well, I mean, see what the future holds.
Oh.
Does that ammo take up more space than the lemur? Yeah, lemur like.
No. No, no. Let's see, I'll tell you how much I got. 9 in my uniform. And then I have 15 in my backpack.
Next
Karma was the one not
You on Klein here, alright?
How much could you fit with the other one?
Have it while you're doing in your...
I'm carrying 20 mags. This is my rifleman kit though.
You're carrying 6.
But I mean,
Standards and get
that.
them ready.
This is Lupus with Acolyte.
So we got...
Was Fox assigned to us?
Zora without eye.
guys, I need you to be on 145 Tech 5.
145 Tech 5. That is not the right numbers. Why is there so many numbers?
I'm gonna start at the end of the line.
Isn't it 146.5?
Can we get you a bit closer, please?
Badger.
145.
Work check.
0.5.
Jan?
Wait a second.
I can't hear you.
Check.
Zora?
Oh, what did I set myself to?
Negative.
Right, this is good.
Can you
Fine.
guys please go?
145 tac 5.
145.
Just get lined up on
Lava
the fourth
because
man.
on the TS says 146.5, so you and me
That's what I have.
Okay,
146.5.
no, alright, let me let you in. So when actually the whole 2 squads on, we go to our default is 145.5. If there's both squads on, then go to 146.
Another medic.
Is Zora checking?
Charlie, Anton?
Don't check.
Stuff, Lucas?
Yeah.
Stuff, Hasty?
Always ready.
Alright, now everyone, if you don't mind,
Touch your butt.
you go down the line.
I'm gonna be the RTO link.
And butt touch.
Anton?
Got you.
Rook and Badger.
Walk too far. It's alright.
Everyone go on with Bird.
Alright guys, great. I believe we're waiting on Kaiser, and then on set on radio, at least.
So you want a second team lead?
Just let me read through.
For now, Rook. Because we've got enough actually for a full squad, you're going to be one of the teammates.
Right,
Well,
gonna get on with the briefing now.
it falls down to you
Airborne,
anyway.
can you line up behind the infantry so I can get on with this?
I'm gonna have my kit real quick.
Be quick.
Right, so you're gonna be red teams?
Can no one hear me in airborne? Can you guys get lined up behind infantry?
Can do. King pace, guys.
You stop typing, Roach? Oh, Scuba, I mean.
So I am gonna get called on.
Right, so, Ark, can you guys hear me over there?
Is good enough, or moreover?
Awesome.
You said
Alright, so in addition to getting everybody that attended the op, I also...
You guys look it up quick. Yes, look it up. Right, so, what we're going to be doing tonight, let me just get my briefing quickly. So, I do mean it, everyone look it up please and let me speak. So, tonight we're going to be focusing on an FTX. This is not part of our deployment. We have left the campaign zone and we are now training before our next deployment. We do not know where we will deploy, but we are going to be training until then. Now, over this operation, we are going to be going over platoon movement and formations. We'll be going over platoon bounding. We will also be securing a town with a certain kind of maneuver with all of the platoon, maybe a little use of airborne. Now, we have a few surprises in store today. I'm not going to say what they are. But this mission is completely based on how you guys will adapt. Now, in the field, you guys will encounter problems such as the problems that you guys will face today. Some not as common, some very common. But it's up to you guys to be able to rely on your sources. Be able to rely on your sources and your ingenuity to push on and work together as a platoon if certain things are to occur. So what will be happening is we will be assaulting a droid-held town, which Peterson is setting up now. The FPS may get a bit worse, but it's decent for the time being, which is decent because we got Ewok on for once, finally. We'll be, like I said, we will be securing a town as a platoon. We'll have airborne, we'll have Ark working with us for the op. And this is basically going to be the execution of the operation. So, but shush with that. Everyone will be mounting up on the lats that are available to us currently. We will have, of course, 5 razor elements. Aviation, how many people? Right. Airborne, Arc, and Command will all be rolling in 1 lat, while each squad will be rolling in individual lats themselves. When the lats land, they'll be landing in a set formation. Now, what we're going to be doing today is because they'll be landing in a formation, I believe they'll be landing quite close as well. I'm hoping Scuba. But we'll do a different kind of formation and 360 coverage. So what's going to be happening is once we dismount, you guys will be covering whatever area that you can secure. So you've got 4 lats, for example, landing in a row or in a line. You will not do a 360 because you'll just be facing your friendlies to your right and to your left, so you guys would move to cover the rear, the front, or the right or the left. No sides. That's how we're going to execute today. Once we've landed, we will then push out on foot in platoon formation. So your squads, I'll give out an order of what squad formations I would like, where I want squads, and how I'll be pushing the objective. The surprises will probably start hitting once we start pushing out. Again, I can't say what they are, but I'll be leading for today. Cruzy will be throwing the surprises at us and will also be spectating us through Zeus. And once we land, we'll push towards the enemy town. Cass will be available, but only for a brief amount of time before we have to start pushing into the town. Once we push into the town and perform the maneuver to secure it in all areas, we will then commence with a defense from a counterattack from the enemy forces, and we'll have to defend the town for a certain amount of waves and or time. As soon as the counterattack is over, we'll be calling in extract and we'll RTB for... And that's not a surprise, trust me, you have no idea. Once the town is fully secure and the counterattack has been fended off, we'll then extract and we'll form back up in the same formations we're at now, on your same squads, and we will then, it's a debrief. Remember, this is an FTX, we want people to be top of their game like they always are, and we'll learn from mistakes and also what things, questions about what we could do in the future. Be sure once we do get out of the debrief you ask your squad leaders that specifically, because I will get with squad leaders and we will go over them in a small meeting afterwards, and we'll try and improve either next week's FTX or maybe we'll start our campaign next week, who knows.
Yes, Sergeant Major.
Hey, Peterson, can we get our lats spawned, by the way, please?
Yeah, I mean, let me look them first.
Please do that, Cruzy.
So, no,
Okay,
no,
You tell them to do that.
Ooh.
One's flying. That's not what I meant by place lats down. Flying lats. Yes. There's another one.
There we go.
Do these have the forward thrusters, Peterson?
We're getting LTO.
Jesus Christ.
Case radio check.
Lima Charlie.
Did you add them?
Hear you.
Lima Charlie. Case.
Right, well, the thrusters.
God, no. I forgot to. I'm not doing that.
I still feel like we should grab an EOD kit. I don't like this surprise.
Doesn't have a team with a red team.
Where's Demon? Where's Demon? Demon, come over here. Come to the front of the line. Don't worry, we're not doing another firing squad. You join up on Ewik, please.
Right, I would like Jan, Zora.
Guy over there. That guy, right there. That guy.
Team 1. So go red for me, please.
Steal on my bloody RTO. Oh no, wait, that's a pilot.
I don't see anybody.
Oh, Gorman. Okay, good, you're here. Oh, thank God, I don't need to get this big backpack.
So I'm not the only one that sees it going naked, right? And Kaiser and Anton and Badger. We will go blue. Guy to our left. Yeah. CRC Lucky.
I'm not allowed to take my flamethrower anymore.
Brooke, you are the team lead for the second team.
Wanted to.
That's the squad lead.
So,
wait, what the hell are pants?
Peterson, are you applying the thrusters to the lats now?
We will have the two.
You want me to change the weapon right now or later on?
Following along with us.
What do you mean?
Who's in charge of red team?
In the document, it says.
I think you're in a wall. This is real lag.
Calla.
Why are you wearing a skirt? He likes to feel the breeze between his legs.
Radio check.
Calla, did you mean to put all the medics in the same team?
I did, yes.
Different.
Because I want.
Like I said, if I have to leave for whatever reason, Bailey is going to be squad lead. Name a copy, you know.
I like it. Cause horrible burns that the enemy could not recover from, even though they are made of metal.
Arrest me, put me in the lab.
Street.
No, but like I thought we weren't allowed to use them.
Because they're not standard, right? That'd be great. Right, anyway, so...
Well, are we serving as charge?
The lat's done now, Pearson and Ammonite. Are they done? Okay, good. Right, pilots go mount up on your lats.
Radar check.
Clown.
Right, yes?
Alright, Clown, you're being kicked out of the squad.
In fact, we'll have a bit of a shakedown instead. So we'll have Lava, Zora, and Brennan.
Clown, I want Clown out of my squad, or team.
So if you want to go into yellow.
Who's being a small child over here?
What's the radio for this squad?
Zora, move to yellow.
Oh, right. I was gonna report.
We'll have Brennan join.
It's in the chat.
Zora. He is here.
Look at me like that.
request a transfer.
At least I could.
You're not even in the fucking squad.
No, that's not gonna work. We'll have
I feel threatened. I need to file a complaint.
as the team lead of red team.
Tori, you are not unapproachable. I'm gonna go.
Page up, page down.
Kick your ass.
Radio check. Oh, sorry, Bailey. If you would like to, you can grab the clone visor.
Kaiser is the team lead.
Corporate uniform.
So Kaiser.
Yeah, you can do corporal uniform if you want, Bailey.
When we get up there, I need you to make Fox your point man. In your wedge, have him with no weapons, put him 30 meters up.
Operation Meat Shield is a go.
Hasty go blue formations. Brennan go yellow.
Storm, you're red.
So I'll be running this the official way this time to see how it goes along. Zora, Lava, and Brennan will be running in one team, which will be the leadership of B squad. Kaiser will be the team leader of red, and Rook will be the team leader of blue.
I feel very safe. We have two medics with us.
You should be.
Because we're on an alien planet. They don't question
Badger, do me a favor and go red.
Grant, what the hell are you eating? Pig's feet?
What?
Lucas, go back to red.
Look at those people.
I'm gonna change.
Look at how swift I hate.
By the way, you guys should all be on this.
Perfect.
I am.
I was gonna say, can we get Lupus because he's part of
I'm not
Rook's
looking at those people I hate.
team?
Look at them. Being the people I hate.
I'm gonna kill you.
Did someone say Talbert? Everyone pull out your binoculars.
Like
Everyone pull out
Lucas.
your binoculars.
So you know, say, let me just paying attention to it. Buddha's not here, Body is not here, and Mimic is
just
not
do
here.
it that way. And have it nice and neat. Now, follow around about who's in whose team.
Like Trooper Swift, you're being inspected.
Alright, put it away.
That is fine.
What is going on?
The hell, radio? 145 TAC 5. My radio changed.
He's summoners.
Sure.
You wanna have two team leads, or you're just team lead and squad lead, and then Firefly is second team lead?
Anton, I'll follow you up with 10 cards. Taking these step back.
232.2, right?
I think he passed out, I think he said.
Every time I ever try to
Yellow, take a step forward. Blue, form into a line behind yellow.
No, it's the wrong way.
Behind yellow. Red team, form into a line behind blue.
You want an AT on blue and red?
Shift left rook.
Shift over a little bit more, Jan.
A little bit more. There you go.
Going, so that way Kaiser's right behind someone.
Oh, there's 4, so Kaiser's gonna be like the odd man.
Yeah, if it's 3.
Oh.
I mean,
line up with the person that's in front of you.
Alright. I mean, normally the squad leaders are
I'll be rolling
lined up on the
with
right,
squad
but
element for the time
on the
being.
right. I mean, the actual military.
Platoon element with whiskers.
Yeah, I know.
Copy.
I can grab one if you want quickly.
Everyone understand?
Gazer, do you want me to grab AT?
Yes, please.
I think there's enough AT.
No, we have enough AT.
There's 2 AT.
Is Bruiser coming?
But you have 2 AT, and then you have a Z6.
Step back.
Zora whip.
Mic check.
So are we being Blue's gonna be support team then?
It's like we have
So red team has an 18. Can like Anton switch out with
Blue team radio check.
Or well, Rook is so can Anton switch out with that?
Radio check.
This is Luke's medical. Cal, do you want us to be doing call signs?
What the fuck? My radio keeps on changing to
I'm just gonna grab
That would be best. Badger.
enter.
This is Zora on medical frequency.
All I have to say is
Yellow team.
give mine by the team leader of this squad to squad leader of this squad.
Callow, do we want to have a medic each one?
No, he.
So.
My radio has reset about 6 times already.
Okay. Gazer, your mic's fucking up.
I think he's fucking up.
Let go.
Yeah, he just he's transmitting, but he's not saying anything. What the? Okay, my radio keeps on. I need to change my radio apparently because this one's defective.
Majestic Sparrow in his natural habitat. That's.
This is not how we usually run.
Oh, goddamn! I must have said it when I was on the wrong frequency. Hey, Lucky, just even though you're in Bailey's team, I do want you to stand close to me because you're the RTO.
Surrender, you know. No. Yeah.
Kano told me to go blue.
I mean, you have a supercomputer, so.
Medic.
Do I have Ear Pro? I probably don't have Ear Pro because I'm a dumbass. Fucking Ear Pro.
Oh yeah.
What? European politics.
I want one of those.
Depends how fancy you're looking at.
I want one of those so bad.
Weiterkämpfen bis zum Endsieg.
I know, but I'm going to upgrade from potato to NASA computer.
We'll keep fighting to the final.
And then actually have. Well, a banana is better.
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
gotta do
I
small steps
fucking
first.
love this. People ain't screwing around. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. I know. I can afford an i7-10000.
Love you, Cruzy.
Or two. Just can't afford the fucking
Get rid of
one.
that and then grab an entrenching tool.
Dissolute. Who's missing a person? Dissolute. I got Among Us this thing. No.
It's open for body.
Among Us
Body
right
should
here.
be on in a minute. Cruzy.
God, Cruzy.
Love you, bro.
Don't know how to salute. Hey, catch me! I'm stumbling.
Are you missing that person?
Under my back. Oh no. Yeah.
Save. Airborne G6 rotary.
The shit.
Clear. 145 TAC 5. Hasty radio check.
Team Charlie.
So wait. So is Kazar still lagging out?
Yes.
Raptor.
Otherwise,
Can you bring your GPS? Can you bring your GPS?
Badger, fix your colors.
once we leave, they're gonna take you. He's gonna be.
Alright, I'm back. I'm back.
Can you bring up your GPS? Are you able to?
Am I still blue or what? I'm the odd man out here.
Stay blue for
Just
now.
push up James so you haven't met it.
Yeah, you know.
Was I with you last?
I am full squad now. Okay.
Wait, why can't we get Loom?
Anton and myself.
Isn't Lupus 1-1?
Push-ups.
Or a Metal Mungus.
Cause guess what? I like both of you.
This is the last FTX.
Many things.
35. You can
So you all, if you are a medic, make sure that you are on 334.
What's our previous?
Mine's not doing that.
Leave it, Charlie.
Is there ranking system?
165.
Do you want blue and red to have separate radios or no?
Wait.
Negative.
Do you want to do it where each team, fire team, or overall or squad?
Where's your dancer?
Just fire teams.
Why do I have 5 thermal detonators?
There's a lot of airborne here.
Because I don't want it to get like keep track of mine and then like keep track of yours.
Apparently I have 5 thermal detonators.
Yeah, and if you don't see when you guys go down.
Some great dancers.
Hey, friend, sorry, I was just all the teams in the chat.
I want everyone here not to.
It's a miracle.
Not to break the laws.
If you can't do it.
Okay, everyone shoots this.
Oh, what just happened?
Fire, you're trying to get close to me.
You teleport.
What the hell?
What are you doing?
Mike Halo.
That was slightly magical.
Of course.
The only squad that.
Yeah, it's elevator music time. It really is.
Yes. Everyone is calling up.
What is
You want us to be like,
oh
shit, red one mic, or how do you want the call signs to be?
I know.
Yep.
Like,
My push talk is biting again.
Mike.
I love
So
Mike.
why do you have your backpack on your crotch?
What? Hey, fam.
I got a package just for me.
Why have to listen to this man? Crazy.
Fixing it.
You know, why are you restrained as well, by the way?
Because he's AFK.
Yeah.
He's AFK.
If he doesn't get back in time, we're gonna just escort him onto line.
Okay, one sec. Airborne.
It's very
Guys on 60?
He's coming on. I don't know.
That's your boy Brennan.
You guys on 60? Brennan? Yes, yes. Lovely.
Brennan's like the best in the world.
It's
It's a silly question.
Freaking unit.
Check.
No. Who's your team lead? Oh dear.
Our platoon sergeant, guys.
That's perfect. That's the greatest command and control in Astro.
It's power.
Keo is as close as he can be.
Do a flip. In a second. No. Talk to Cruzy about the change. That's all that he's doing. That's all his department.
What's all the other troopers doing? I don't think Cruz is capable. Look, you can barely
so frequencies up. If you're on red, go to 144.1. If you're on blue, go to 144.2.
Ouch. See how it is. Cruzy, Cruzy, like,
You jerked it.
you're right here. Eyebrows raised. Oh god, who's got that thing on speaker?
Rangers aren't on speaker, mate.
I love that speaker noise, but
Oh my god. Figure rating.
Hey, look, full squad of airborne. Surprise.
Gorman, what rank are you, by the way? Senior trooper.
what the heck?
Looks better now.
Senior trooper's meant to wear the, what's the sick? What's sick?
Oh, I'm wearing the
This
wrong
is CT Squad.
He's wearing the right stuff.
Alpha 1-3.
I'm still on
Yeah,
speaker.
updated Bailey.
Yeah. On Discord, you can see it. That's right. Oh,
Everyone,
my
make sure
God.
he's not on
Firefly,
speaker.
going 144 is
If you read
additional
it, 501st
squad
loadout
leader job.
documentation,
Team leader job.
senior trooper should be wearing uniform
Got it.
501st Legion.
His Sparrow.
Yes.
Just to let you know, Coda said he should be here momentarily.
Command, this is 1-3 signing on.
Take that little visor off.
The hell?
Just waiting for
What is
him
this?
to open up. Just take out a Z6 and
It's a
level
dead
us.
field.
Someone just call out my name?
Clyde, I think his name is Rogue.
Just called out my name.
You know you're back, aren't you?
My name. Say my name.
I'd say that's danger, that specific
There we go.
spot.
Got my senior trooper kit again.
So proud of you. Oh my god.
Okay,
you
have
really,
fun.
I've got it, I've got it. Smooth, Phantom, I'm trying to get you nice and straight. Why is everyone looking at me? It's not.
Listen, or
This
Cruzy.
is not straight.
For fuck's sake.
Just don't worry about, you know, if he doesn't get back, I'll take him, you know, freaking carry him to the thing.
Zest will take it. My bitch.
That's my bitch.
Once Whiskers is here, I'll be handing off the reins to him, and then we'll be moving out hopefully quite soon.
Bailey, if I had to go into a dark room with you
Right,
now,
who's ready for
just
PT?
come in after 10
What?
minutes.
What?
The fuck is this, Art?
No, we're not doing
Then
PT.
everyone in the 501st left.
Just get up.
T, good for you, good for me.
I'm sure I bet Beef is gonna walk in and be like, oh, we're still doing formation.
Are we ready yet, Gorman?
Oh, Cruz, you gotta jump up too.
Can I get put in a squad?
Right.
Kayla, do you know if we're jumping or not, or are we just doing normal stuff? We'll be rolling with the two commands of first and two, so for the most part, no, I believe so.
I thought we were rolling out with Mark.
1-1, go line up on the first.
We are.
That's funny.
We're supposed to be lining up on the commands lab right now.
Where's 1-2? 1-2. But you're not doing the 4-person row correctly. Firstly, and secondly, go line up on the second red line.
Hey Kalo, Sparrow just said that we should go with Ark to line up on the lab.
Okay.
Shoot you.
Heard that. You
face.
No, they're gonna be like, oh, you were supposed to be in the first one.
Team, get ready to get your guys to start moving out.
1-3.
March in this sort of formation,
on the third,
just very slowly.
third lat, and
Should leave the infantry.
Third lap.
Do not mount up, line up.
Alright.
1-3, move out first. Then move
Everyone make sure they're not on speed.
Alright, 1-4 left first.
What is going on, man?
Loomis, Rigo red. Rigo red when you have a second.
Guns out. Guns out.
Roger.
And Whiskers is yours.
Blue lights. You're getting over Ark and Command. Down to first.
I have high suspicion that CR Rogue is actually Jay. CR Rogue, he's over there. He claims he doesn't have a working mic, so I assume Jay did this before.
Hey boy!
What guys? Use the radio.
Holy shit, look, it is half the 501st.
You're too slow, brains. Deep shit too much. Don't hurt me.
I'm not going to follow standard procedure for now, so just load it when you can. I'll just get this out of the way.
Yeah, so the lot's invisible for me. I don't think I can board it. Should I soft launch?
Alright, I got Whiskers in tow coming behind me.
Copy that.
Screw that.
Just reload if you can.
Okay, so canning, we're gonna take position 3.
Nope, don't ride him back. Going over here.
5-5. Leave it, Charlie.
It's like a wall there. Shit, that's not the one I wanna get up.
Yeah, I don't see any other lads, so...
Ah, go over here and still.
Don't think I'm gonna be rolling with you guys this time.
Right, Gorman,
Godspeed, boys.
Always do.
Just try and find a fix.
We didn't put any new mods, right?
Yeah, he can't see the lots.
Okay, right, cases download the mod from Mega, it seems. Right. Tell the pilots to be ready and tell Peterson that he's going to need a TP. Right. Cases going to need TP. Look it up now.
Because you be TP'd once we're allowed.
Okay, that was
Before we take off your I told you.
Yeah, what's up?
Godspeed, boys.
See you in a few. This guys we are set up in the usual procedure of the squad. Zora Lava and Brennan will be squad team lead. And that leaves Blue and Red squad as the other teams. Not sure if you want us to just fit in as a platoon.
Yeah, I won't make any changes to what's already going on. Seems like you guys got a good plan.
We're gonna be pushing into 150.
Are still good.
Look at this formation, look at this.
Get west. Badger north.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, they're looking east.
No, it's not like I'm already here, NG. How about you go somewhere else?
40 to 100.
Zero watching south.
We're watching northeast. Okay, I'm stuck on that.
Try using a jet.
Oof.
Tried a good start. Oh, there it is. So, good luck with that. I need medic. Medic's in there. That's Zora move to help.
Who?
Oh.
Well. That means they still. Hey,
Oh my god.
never mind. Ignore that.
Why?
To the FDA. Need a medic on lava still. If you're not rubber
Oh, we
medic.
do need a medic.
Hey fam.
Jesus Christ. Don't use the storms, man.
What is your location level?
Currently west of you.
Roger, I'm having really bad frames.
Yeah, I'm rubber banding, so just push for it. That nice 1 frame per second.
I got a nice 3 frames. Well, to anyone ever watching this, hopefully.
Oh, this is fun. Yep, just stand by. Likely we might cancel it.
Guys,
Get back in
lock
your
it up.
slots.
Lock it up, just get back in your slots, and we'll restart this cruise. He did the weather, and we're probably not going to do that again, so just...
Roger.
God, sir.
That's a good idea. GG.
Just get loaded back
Hold
up
him
to your slots and
test
get
that.
loading back in.
Hey, fam Sarge.
God damn.
Roger, roger.
Roger.
Kill it, droid.
Roger.
He's really hoping. Roger.
What have I done?
Roger.
Hey, that's the...
Thank you.
That was not that fun.
Kalo, oh my god. Who's cooking the mic?
Me.
Guys, just load back up, get back into your squads. Peter will make the mission as quick as he can, and we'll get deployed yet again.
Ugh. We need to just remove that
Decline,
script.
finish.
That's a public
I like
thing.
that.
Well,
I like that
I
map.
just got kicked out again.
If that's a public
just
thing,
reset the
people can
map.
crash the server whenever.
That's not a public thing. Crazy did
It
that.
is. No, you can. When you spawn
It's
in,
a Zeus
look.
thing.
No, you can do it whenever. You just have to press the keys that it tells you to.
Question is, Bailey, why are you saying this when there's 50?
Oh. Jesus Christ.
It's not all bad, guys. We got to enjoy a slideshow.
Yeah, there's a slideshow.
It was a very scenic
Just
slide.
remember, get back in your lines. Remember who you're assigned to. Just get back in your lines and your rows as quick as possible.
Roger, come and
Your lines and your rows.
Yeah.
Guys, hurry up. Be as quick as you can.
Hey Roach, I think we got our 1 FPS
certification.
Frames about.
Shoot, Peterson, just get the last
Oh, we got our 1 FPS certification. Peterson, let me deal with this.
I'm just gonna mute my speakers until we actually do something because you're it's annoying.
Muy bueno.
And hit Arsenal again, man.
Is it
Never mind, you're good. You're good. Yeah, you're good.
That's a blue
line. That's not blue.
Guys, come on, get back in lines. Come on.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna hurry you up. Come on. Decline's already done it. Look at Klein.
Let's go over that way.
Nice. 1-1's first.
The that far
Klein,
barracks.
you're a gold. You're a
on you, Sergeant Major.
A gold 4. I'll give you that. It's your ranking, veteran.
Kansas over now.
Oh, I see the lads now.
That's why my rank is better and better.
Right, who? Sanchez,
Guys, I see him.
Let's go ahead and get everything sorted real quick.
Go line up on the barracks building over there, please.
He will always be remembered.
Let's join the butt.
Sanchez barracks building right there. That thing.
Ready to check? Short range 502, ready to check?
Come on, guys. Hurry up.
Excellent.
Get in a formation, maybe?
Yeah, no, we're moving over that way in just a second. Zora, waiting on you to join the butt.
Zora's joined.
He's joined.
Right.
Zora's in.
Zora's in? Okay, cool. Cool, no worries. Do a quick radio check. Down the line.
Right.
Gazer.
Sanchez.
Oh,
go back.
Alright, Brennan, 1455. Gazer radio check. Gazer, gotcha. Brennan, gotcha. Badger.
Badger check.
Lupus.
Lupus safe, right?
Jam. Check. Hasty.
Lima Charlie.
Zora.
Zero check.
Anton.
Anton check.
Rook check. Lava.
Lava check.
Gotcha. Alright, everybody, let's go ahead and do some DNC over there.
Zero on the medical frequency.
Yes.
I hear Zora.
What was medical again?
3-4.
I know I have as well. I caught him out on it, but he forgot to change his rank.
Join the team.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's great.
Same teams as last time.
Get on your frequencies,
You guys form up just right in front of me. Right in front of me.
I don't spare about that then.
So you gonna give me whispers on
Nope.
I need to leave and rejoin the group because I can't see your names.
No.
Well, I can see the lats now.
So I'm sticking up
To start.
Let's go ahead and do 2 deep all the way around. So you're in the 3rd row. Go ahead and fill in for the 2nd.
Oh, you did not
I'm in now. Let's
There you
go.
go.
You're a crazy old man.
There we
Rob,
go.
You're not,
Perfect.
Rob, you're not saying anything.
Sure.
Don't worry, Squally. Okay, Rob.
I'll get him.
Control window. Team management and join blue.
That was a pretty good start, guys.
Alright, checking in.
It was
I
until the
fell out of a lat.
storm.
I don't know if you call that a good
I
start.
got some good screenshots of you guys floating in the air.
I got a great cinematic of the lights flying in formation. That was beautiful.
I played Flight of the Valkyries during
Hey,
see the one facing through the other one behind us?
Hey, get some new faces. Nice to meet you
thank
guys. Zora, nice to play with you guys. Nice to play with you finally. Same goes to Jan and Badger. I think this is our first time playing together as well. Now that you're an airborne.
Bro.
Could be mistaken. I'm not sure.
No, this is our first. Oh no, second. The first time I was carrying you on my back throughout like 30 minutes.
I remember that. Those are good times.
Did you feel a slight poke on your back?
It was a Sergeant Major, okay? I couldn't help myself.
Okay, to be fair, Badger, it's Whiskers has tried to save me before, and I've ended up like riding him.
What the fuck is this?
There we go.
Holy shit!
It's like our simulation, Whiskers.
It's like the simulations.
0.1% thing and
It's
then
like Camino.
It's about a
this thing started at 5 because.
Oh, yeah.
Railcar, what are you doing?
If you get 5 minutes,
It's AFK, by the way.
Oh, for God's sake, why is everyone going AFK?
Where is Phantom?
Did they forget to overcast the sun?
It's anytime. I just needed it.
Well, hey Brennan, you've got the platoon real quick. We'll call out and we'll go here.
You said less things, right?
Next time it does that, I'm gonna start doing.
What?
Got back on medical. This is good. If you want to you'll make it less.
Oh, this is the fly-in.
Freaking Brennan funneling his microphone.
Just one person on each team will just disappear whenever it goes dark like that.
Better?
Lemon coffee.
That coffee.
You guys all heard him say that, right? Lemon copy.
Yeah, he does it every time. And then everyone hits 2 FPS. So.
Alright, I'm back. Boys, right?
We had that down. And then it just kind of was just it was just bad with the frames.
Yeah, no,
but I understood what you were saying, and we were definitely doing it. It's just it didn't turn out that way.
I mean, I remember that the mod page. Their server got fucked with a huge frame.
Alright, did Sparrow tell you what that was all about right there?
No.
Alright, this was a test to see how fast you guys can get ready up when something like this happens.
We pass?
I don't know. You feel like you pass?
Yes.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Someone says they want to kill themselves.
Turn your phone off.
Let's ask these guys over here, they're all by themselves.
170, get on the proper frequencies.
Did you guys feel like this test was successful?
Lovely.
Absolutely. I got someone saying no. What about you, Art? You guys think this test was successful?
Totally cruisy, not trying to get back his dignity for messing up.
He doesn't have any.
We're not talking like that.
He can provide
dignity.
No, it was my plan to start. I told Sparrow I was gonna throw chaos at you guys. I don't care.
I too agree that was chaos.
Wait,
Respect my authority. And it really wasn't too much for you guys, did it?
Equipment, earplugs in.
Whiskers should clear to me out to our previous lap.
Alright, sounds good.
I can see it this time.
Everybody else, 90 left. And on me.
I'll trade you. You can sit in underneath the ship. That's what I thought.
Yeah, hey guys, we'll be running the same teams as last time. I'm not sure the previous teams, so go ahead and assign yourselves as you guys had it last time.
I had it set up. Blue team. There we go.
KZ is still teammate at red. If you're on the frequency. No, I'm here. I get you.
Alright, so pretty much we'll continue on as before. I'm just gonna fill in the gaps, alright? So if you were squad leading, you got it.
Christ.
Is that you, Lava? Perfect.
Excuse me, Miguel. I want to ask you a question quickly.
Alright.
Sure, thanks, bro.
Watch your altitude. You can't see the water.
You can see the water.
30 meters. No, at least not until we start getting closer to the ice.
Get a nice.
Yeah, same idea. 50.
Okay, well, I'm gonna AFK for a second, you got it. Got that.
Going into a bar, lads.
Alright, so
It'd be darker.
Not dark enough.
It's a little too white also.
I have to turn down my contrast so I don't hurt my eyes.
Guys, look it up.
bingo 50.
we touch down, don't wait for your numbers.
Left side for traffic, right side, get online.
So, copy was good. Okay. Inbound watching west.
Zero, watching north southwest.
Rock watching east. Predator watching east. Rock watching south. Loud, let's go. Move.
Hasty watching southeast.
Come on, there we go. I want a squad wedge. Blue team up front, red team behind. Let's go.
Cheers.
Rick, your team's up front. Hey, firm. Alright, guys, blue team, follow me. Wedge. Then red team, wedge behind command element. Behind command, Carrick. Do you want us to go direct east? Yep, sorry, I didn't even say that. My bad. Be firm. Alright, blue team, make this wedge nice and birdie.
Whiskers, Lava, be advised we are digging between IP Bravo and LP Charlie to support both elements, which will be assaulting town from that approach.
Copy that, Brennan.
Be advised there will be a compound in the middle, according to information from the Sparrow. Out.
Are we expected to have any contact before we get to the town?
Don't think so. Never.
I'm surprised, you guys. Should we clear out this compound that's in front of us right now? Alright, guys.
Should probably clear out the compound to our left.
We should move to engage. So, treat it as hostile. Blue team, move up to the wall. Red team, provide a firing line on this hill to the slight north. We're taking contact.
Take
blue team, make that push to that wall. Let's go.
Take 5, bearing 331.
331 left, lava left. Bring it up to a firing line on me, and we'll take out those droids. This is blue team. We reached the wall. Blue team's going to try to find entrance towards the south.
Shit. Covering the rear. Hasty's got the rear.
That's what was called.
Alright guys, seems clear. Crawl under.
Be advised, when we do get to our area, we are holding wait until the elements arrive.
This is blue team breaching the compound. Cover that. Red, pull back. Get up to the hill. Set up a firing line in case they need to retreat. Cover that, red team, move back. A firm.
On Badger, you take the right side, me and Hasty will take the left.
We have Pearl inbound.
At your indiscretion, snow's coming in.
I would use your thermals.
Definitely use thermals.
I do definitely recommend use thermals on this.
That clear? Keep moving.
blue team clearing out the compound right now. No contact as of yet.
Oh wow, that is a complete different change when you take off thermals.
Yeah.
I had thermals on, then I took them off. And it's like, holy crap!
You can't see. I'll just keep on thermals.
It's not that I can't see; it's just so fucking bright.
Alright, as each person hops over the wall, the person.
Got friendlies to the north.
Where's that fire from? It's bearing 210. It's Swift, I see him in the distance.
Yeah, I think Orc's got that. We called that. We called the contact.
Okay, I'll pull 6 security while you guys hop over the wall. Lucas going over.
Alright, over the wall.
Clear. Regroup with the other two.
Blue team, how's the compound?
Seems clear so far. We have other infantry elements coming in now. Blue team, regroup at the middle house in the towards the southeast end of the compound.
Alright, returns.
We're on you guys.
Covering downstairs.
Blue team, once you get clear of this house, move to the other house directly northeast of us.
Advise there's still droids in the compound. Red team, move across, blue team, cover.
Blue team covering. B2 in the building.
Red team moving across.
Blue team, cover the right flank.
Jesus Christ.
On the stairs.
Blue team's in the house. Blue team's in the house.
Alright, we're on the other side of the
Cover
door,
that.
blue team.
Alright, opening door.
Opening.
There's love.
Alright, good. Moving upstairs.
Okay.
Upstairs.
Yeah, don't worry about us, man. You just keep rolling. Gotcha. I was really confused. Don't worry,
Opening.
man. Keep rolling.
Opening door. Watch it.
Hey, Rick. Rick, once they've cleared that, move up to the closest
And
exit.
moving in. Right clear.
Our closest exit
Left
is
clear.
the south.
Room clear. Building clear. Building
The south?
clear.
Actually, our closest exit's right over there.
Yeah, we'll probably just jump wall then. So get
We
your
can
jump
crawl.
wall, jump wall.
There's a spot over there, Rook. Right over there.
Alright, blue team, go to on my position towards the southeast end of the compound into the wall where there's holes underneath we'll car under.
Where do you want us, Slavo? Where's red team?
Good. Right, red team, we'll all be jumping the walls. I want you spread out along them, and well, not spread out along them, but spread next to blue team, so you all don't take it.
Go.
The wall. We're gonna be moving over.
Infantry elements to our left and right.
Two move over. I got your 6. Get over there.
I'm here. Blue team's here.
Moving over.
All blue team here.
Set up a wedge to the east. Red team's over the wall.
Yeah, Jen, I'm gonna take a point behind Rook. You go off to the side.
Russian move out.
Wait one.
Hey, brother.
What the fuck?
Okay, sounds good.
Truck moving on the road on right. Just move past the compound.
It's a humanitarian aid. It's humanitarian aid. They have the freaking IDAP symbol on it.
Blue team, take us out to the east. We're gonna be doing a squad wedge again, so just go. We'll follow the red behind us.
Alright, let's go.
Where do you want red team? You'll be out behind squad wedge. Copy that. wedge out of ourselves or just be in the wedge?
Out of yourselves.
Copy that. Red team, wedge on me.
Yeah, looks like infantry's digging in.
Cover that. Do we know if there's heavy fire?
Negative enemy contact.
Are we pushing past?
If we're pushing for Charlie.
Kaiser, no more. Say again. Lock it up.
Shots to our right, southeast.
Hold. Red team.
Alright, Rook, I want you guys pushing up to those buildings. That's where the fire's coming from. Red team, come up online on me. We're gonna be assisting them as they move.
A firm, blue team, let's move out.
Red team, stay here with yellow.
Guns up.
I want you
Do you
all
want
the way
red
to the front. To me, at the front.
Badger and Han, go to the buildings to the left, we'll go to the right.
Get it on a line on lava. Anton, back. Oh, column. Sorry, my bad.
Droids across the field. BE2s.
Aaron?
72 east.
7-0.
Right there.
Enemy AAT bearing 50. Coming towards us.
They're engaging.
A firm.
Fire.
Double time it.
Do you want me to fire? Rook. Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. Christ.
Where? What's your location?
What? Frickin' yeah.
Mom, I need a sit rep.
Cover that. Blue, give me a sit rep first.
Badger green.
Zora. Some blue, so I'm taking cover.
Badger, swap out.
Hello.
Hasty's green. Badger, switch out with me. I got the rotary.
Blue's up and operational. Red team, give me a sit rep.
Beyond the ones we saw
More
on the trees.
droids
We're
in the
clearing more of
trees.
them.
Bearing northeast, where?
East, south.
I'm back,
Southeast,
I'm back.
southeast.
Bearing
Okay.
50.
50 to northeast. I don't see anything.
It's the fucking bushes.
Yeah.
Hey, did you die?
Yeah.
Yep, he's dead.
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and respawn and wait at base for a reinsert.
Hasty, you gotta go back. Pilot's here now.
You mean the one and only person that's here? Why waste any other fuel?
Alright, Hasty, let's go.
Dang, I just got one tapped.
Alright, come on, let's go.
Go, go, go.
We'll be there in no time.
Permission to board.
Permission granted. For rings? Oh shit, I'll be doing research the rest of the year, so you don't need to ask for permission.
Hey, Airborne has a procedure. We follow our procedure.
Okay, that's fine then. We're still landing at the LZ. I think, yeah, LZ reinserts.
Because that compound that has the blue marks in it is clear.
There is no LZ.
Have to make sure of my.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but it'd be a nice reinsert point.
Oh, there is no LZ reinsert.
There is for me. Okay, maybe it's just in my group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys are gonna do LZ reinsert, you gotta put them on the map so people know where the reinserts are gonna be.
Blue team, we're heading out northeast.
Jesus.
Roger.
This thing goes so fast.
Is this one of the Namanai scripted ones?
Yeah.
It's a negative. I can't go into that compound. There's no fly zone.
Roger that.
I'll get you as
Blue team has reached the river. Copy. Understood, blue team. Blue team, go ahead. Continue pushing east. Pushing east. Red team, double time it to your east as well. Double time it to your east. Hit the river. Form line with blue. Or excuse me, form line with red. Whatever blue for blue. Is to continue pushing east. Hey, firm blue, cross the river. Blue team, walk in pace. I want you guys walk in pace until red team catches up. Enemy droids ahead. Where is ahead?
When you cross the river on 120 degrees.
Roger, be specific.
B1 droids.
All teams, come up online, come up online. All teams, reference orange smoke, form a line around orange smoke, facing east. Hey, firm blue team, move up more to the orange smoke. Red team, I want you on the right side of the orange smoke when you guys form line. Blue team, left side.
Be advised, we're taking shots bearing 6-2 in town.
Blue team set. Blue team, I want you guys to spread out to the left a bit more. Spread out a bit
Blue
left.
team, go shift left, shift left. More, spread out. Get off the rocks if you need to.
Red team, you guys have a dwarf spider droid on a building, bearing about 100 from our current position. If you got AT, you want to take it out or full magazines. You guys spot it, it's just to the right of the crane. Blue team, win the firefight on the left. Blue team, let me know when you're ready to move up.
Blue team set to move up.
Rook, I want you to take your team at the first building in front of you.
A firm, blue team, we're gonna double time it across this, let's go.
Red team, as soon as that dwarf spider droid's down, you guys are moving next to blue team on the right. Actually, disregard last. Red team, stay where you are. Blue team, I want you guys on the right side of that building.
Big prize, we've got B2 super battle droids coming out, bearing 1, 2, 3. Counting 5 times.
Red team, you guys are going to be the support element. Blue team, I want you guys are going to be the movement team, alright? Blue team, if we have to make any movements, you guys are going to be the ones doing it. You guys are supporting at a flank right now. Thora, sit rep. Red team, hold tight.
Blue team clearing out buildings now.
Anton has eyes on CAS tank. Can I move to the gate?
Bay clear.
Red team, you guys go ahead and engage that. Take it out. Blue team, stay in cover. They've got eyes on you.
Anton's
Red team, that thing needs to go down like yesterday. Blue team, stay in cover. Stay in cover from the south.
Be advised, both warehouse buildings have been cleared.
Kaiser, I'm pulling back to original position.
Red team, that spider is still up in the window. Blue team, how are you guys doing?
Blue team has cleared out the 2 buildings you tasked us with requesting new orders.
Understood, blue team, stand by. Blue team, do you see the marker to the southeast?
A-firm.
There's a house just beyond that. You guys get in the house. Red team, you guys are staying on the hill. Win the firefight. Blue team, on your mark, you're ready to go whenever you think you can make it.
A-firm, gonna pop white smoke.
Understood, double time it across. Red team, do you guys have any targets? Understood. Alright. What,
Alright, blue team moving now.
Red team, give them cover.
Infantry is coming up behind red team.
Blue team, I don't want you guys to be the focus of the advance, alright?
Where's your location?
Be a point of the storm, alright?
Big guys, Lava is down.
A-firm, we're cutting out this 1 building that we're tasked with.
Understood, I do not want you guys advancing more than 2 buildings in.
A-firm.
Kalo, Brennan, stay
stay where you are.
Be advised, blue team has cleared out the first building. Blue team moving to another building.
All good? Alright, red team's still on the hill, waiting.
Here comes the rest of your people. You're just way over here.
Be advised, we have a dwarf spider droid in a ruined garage. Wait one.
Where's blue team? Blue team's down there, got it.
Bearing east 8-5.
Rook, is Hasty one of the guys on your team?
Confirm.
He just regrouped with us, where should I tell him he should go?
If you can, make him get to the, front buildings in this town.
Ooh.
Okay, he's running there.
Which squad is firing at the spiders what we took down?
That's
the basic infantry. Do you know what call sign they are? Or identify who they are?
It's Ewing squad. So I don't know what squad
Blue
that is.
team, push across, to the east, this other building that's right close to us.
Fucking. Rook, can you mark your position on map?
Affirm.
Alright, blue team, I need you guys to double time and pull back, pull back.
Red team, set up more trenches if you need.
Red team, activate 1-1 markers on map.
So blue team, withdraw back to the hill. Red team, prepare to displace.
Affirm, blue team, move out to the hill. Blue team, double time to the hill.
Brennan, Lockstat, where are you?
On hill with, lava.
We got your return, blue team.
Why are you over there?
So technically moving this way, sorry, my bad.
Blue team, take up position.
Yeah, I just.
Red team, go ahead and displace. On me.
I can't sprint no more. I'm good. Just keep going.
Whiskers, where are you?
We got a rotary.
To your left, alright, your left.
Red team, moving towards Whiskers.
Whew. So are we holding here or what?
Yeah, we're holding.
Blue team, I need to sit rep. MCAS, how are you guys doing? Weapons and ammunition medical.
Badger, green.
Call him on me, red team.
Oh yeah, my modules are fucking broke.
Blue team, all green.
Can't do shit now.
Understood, green.
Alright, red team, moving towards IP, bro.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Small river. We should be starting to cross it.
Rook will be prepared to displace and move into the north, alright? Supported infantry advance on the north side of the town, alright? Red team's in place, you get to kind of just... as soon as red team is in
double
place...
time. We are 50 meters out.
Push left, alright?
Red team has reached IP Bravo, setting up on hill.
Understood,
Red team, set up trenches.
Red team, let me know when you guys are dug in, okay?
Copy that.
Blue team, disregard everything I said last. You guys are staying there.
So we're staying here now?
Lava, where are you? I went with red. I thought that was plan. Yeah, you're good.
It's not too good of a sight lane from up here. Requesting position to move to a better location.
Alright, where do you suggest?
Wait one.
Just requesting to move to northeast slightly.
Yeah, there's already trenches on top of the hill, northeast, requesting.
Alright, stand by.
pace and push into the town. Push into the town.
God damn! I just set up.
After we win the firefight, blue team, red team, do the same. You guys are going to be pushing into the town, supporting the infantry. Make sure you PID. PID is the key, okay? When you guys hit the town, I want you guys. This goes to red team. When you guys hit the town, I want you to start shifting right, okay? Move to the southeast. Copy that.
The hell is up with this goddamn fucking game?
Alright, blue team moving out of town.
Red team move to the south side of these buildings.
Yeah, Jan, just push behind Rook. Don't stay in the wedge. So if we get shot, you can, you know, patch us up.
Red team, sit rep, how you guys doing?
We reached our first building in the town, moving more southeast.
The infantry didn't do a really good job of marking, or maybe they have, they just haven't got that far in. Start marking your buildings, alright? So try to work with the infantry when you get there, Kaiser, and start doing a good job clearing buildings, alright? Mark them on the map. Same with you, blue team. Copy.
Red team, on me.
Nice push, guys. Take out these little buildings right here, split up into two main groups if you need to. So you mark
Big fires was good. The AUG squad is pushing south into the town.
Apparently the CRC and the CMC said screw you, Rook. Cause like, both of them were following you, and then they both went off to the other building.
Lucas and Anton, get on that yellow building that I'm looking at right now. And then come back to us. Oh, taking fire.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a joke, but you're not getting it.
I'm just saying, like, I'm, you know.
Too wound, too strung, wound up.
Bottom floor.
Just a game.
I got him.
Anton got nicked, I'm bandaging.
Top floor.
Clear.
What was an Anton? You could
Checking the balcony.
Yeah, Anton's good.
Blue team, file this column buildings, go towards the east side.
checking next building.
Balcony's clear.
Well, we're gonna clear out this construction site, guys.
Red team, check map when able. Or Kaiser, check map when able. RV Squirrel. Or RP Squirrel, excuse me. That's where you guys are going.
Would you go because I'm medic or anyone else?
Kaiser, acknowledge.
Yeah, Jan, try to stay in the back, just in case.
Lagging out.
Building's clear.
Understood. Puro, you're with red team, correct?
Yes, sir.
Puro, you got it if he drops. So all of red team, we're moving to RP Squirrel, upon just in that diagonal line there.
Blue team, did you clear out the first floor?
Actually, Puro, just
Negative, we were following you.
Lava's with you in red. Lava's got it.
We were following you.
Be advised, Kaiser and Lava froze.
Myself and Hastyr will take care of the first floor. You two can take care of the third floor, I guess.
Hey, firm.
Pushing center.
We've lost Lava and Kaiser. We've lost them.
Alright, Pure, you got the team.
Clear.
Third floor's clear.
First floor is clear.
Yep, first floor clear.
Zora, are you with red team or are you with Whiskers?
Roof clear. Be advised, RP Squirrel is clear.
Whiskers be advised though, we might be here for the briefing, but after we take the town, there's going to be a defense section, so keep that in mind.
Hasty moving to the roof.
We've lost Zora.
Yep. Let's see. Hey, Puro, you need to double time it back to RP Squirrel.
Okay, never mind, guys.
guys taking the top building? I'm sorry.
Hasty's on the roof.
Top story. Top story.
Hey, firm, blue team fell from top story.
Right here.
East and Badger facing southeast.
Switching to thermals. The fuck is that coming from?
All teams, be advised, we're expecting a counterattack, alright? Taking fire from the north.
On the roof.
Shit. Jesus Christ.
So we're expecting a what?
Still taking fire from that rooftop.
I don't think that part of the town's been cleared yet. Yeah, I don't think the north over there has been cleared yet.
Yeah, that's definitely A from that.
Oh, I can change my color now, since I have time. Blue.
Team, check in, you guys up?
A firm, blue team all green.
Red. All green on red.
Badger green.
And Badger's team. Badger's team all green.
Badgers, but
Command, this is 1-4. Badger team green.
Badger's part of blue team.
I'm so confused.
Badger, get over here and help me cover.
If your team lead or squad lead says your team is green, you're probably green.
Are we just waiting on RP squirrel?
Yeah, firm, that's it. Until we get better orders or more concise direction. It's just holding out on the defense.
Hey, what you shooting at?
Super battle droid on the right house, bearing 10, but he's down.
Oh man, I wish these binos had fucking thermals. Question mark.
Romeo, this is on its Romeo. We can capture a droid. Over.
360 watch. Look towards the west and southwest.
1-2, this is 1-1, how copy? I copy you. Can you give us a sit rep over? Two guys follow from the hospital to rooftop. There is an AAT at the top of the hill. Hill 42-33. Solid copy, 1-2-1-1 is literally around the corner, over. 30 meters out, over.
Ah, that's friendly. He's way off in the distance.
1-7 Romeo, are you guys back to action?
Yeah, it comes fine, it's just people keep sending stuff in and we're still waiting for space.
Alright, 1-1, are you still taking in command?
Negative,
1-1 is not. 1 is not taking command.
Hey, real quick, while there's a lull, you guys did awesome. Good job, good job. That was pretty confusing there for a little while. We had teams going in different directions, but everybody did amazing. Very, very well done.
It's cold. My feet are cold.
Red team, bring back your bags.
Blue team, sounds like it's coming from the north. You guys have eyes on?
Negative, not at this time.
Understood.
There's multiple buildings blocking our path.
Enemy tank bearing southwest 210.
Hellfire, south of us.
Hellfire droid.
Hellfire within 100 meters southwest of us.
Blue team, you guys got the priority. Red team, you guys are back up.
Blue team's got this.
We got B2 droids, enemy infantry coming from the south at Barrett. 210.
Red team, take the droids to the south. Blue team, I want you guys taking Hellfire.
We need more.
Lucas, be advised we got to stay at RP Squirrel and head to the south. Or southwest.
Understood. Caleb, Brennan, I want you guys moving up one floor.
So the fucking okay.
Southwest.
This is Badger, I'm performing self-aid.
Location.
I'm on the roof, the floor above everybody else. I'm above the stairs. Badger, do you need a medic? I'll need stitching. Contact coming from the hill that we've progressed from. Behind the sandbags.
Hey,
I hate the B2s. They don't show up on thermals. There's like black little blotches.
Oh, the droid got back up by the rock.
What?
Enemy tank on the road from our position. Bearing 159.
I see you over there.
Enemy tank on that. Bearing 159.
You guys have priority. Take down the tank. Red team, you guys are back up on that tank.
Reloading.
I think regular infantry got it.
Yeah, they got it.
Good job, good job.
There's still B2 somewhere out there. I just can't find him.
You're on the second floor, correct?
Yep. Come up one floor. I want you on the third floor.
Yeah, he's behind the trees. I can't.
Caleb, Brennan, I want you guys on the second floor.
I see the shot. I just can't get a clear shot on him.
Red team is set.
Brennan's on second floor.
Yeah, I got a tree in my view. I can't see.
Contact bearing 220. Tree line.
See if I can relocate better.
We're taking contact from that previous hit. Southwest.
There it is.
Contact behind rock is down. Scratch that, B2.
We're taking shots almost direct road, bearing 250.
swear if that guy's still alive. Really? How the hell are you still alive?
Yeah, we're taking fire down the road, southwest, off to the bushes, off the road.
Ow!
B1 cross the road, south.
Getting far from the southwest, take that shit out.
Ow! Ooh. For first thing, the fog fucking sucks. Secondly, can't see the goddamn B2s on thermal. And thirdly, they're shooting at me. Am I good now? Combat ready?
Yeah, this is Blue Team. We're having a hard time spotting these enemies since they're B2s. You can't see them behind the bushes.
Yeah, we're doing that now.
Yeah, it doesn't work with thermals. They fucking blend in. Use thermals. They're all up on that hill over there.
This is Badger on Amber on ammo.
Yeah, Rook, this long range in game, it's not gonna work for us. They... Rook's hurting. Jesus Christ.
I'm getting Amber on Amber, but I wasn't one to call that out.
Myself, Badger.
I'm good.
Blue Team, how we doing?
We're
Yeah,
still taking
B1s now.
But we're all green so far. We might be looking a little low on ammo. We also do have contact to west southwest.
Yeah, the range is...
Frames.
What? What? You gotta speak up, man. I can't hear you over this fire. I'm still good on rotary. I got 15 mags. It's just this long range. I got 15 clips left. Or mags, drums, whatever you want to fucking call them. Also, there's a B1 over in that direction. What the fuck I got in? B1s are over here too.
Follow the traces if you can't see them directly.
Yeah, we need a freaking
Oh, you're back,
we need a ranged weapon.
Yeah, we're we're not making any good fire attempts on these guys.
Yep.
Stand by, it's not good.
We got cast coming on the hill, guys. Cast coming in the hill.
Serve ammo.
Yay, Cass.
This is Lupus. I am at 2 megs left for the DC-15S.
Jesus Christ.
Where you at, Lupus?
I can see the guy right there. He's like right there. But the fucking range is just horrible.
Just pick your shots, guys. Don't spend all that ammo.
And then there's a B1 somewhere taking pop shots.
We're taking fire from direct west.
Yeah, there's B1s over there. Right there. B1.
It connects. Is the infantry getting evac?
Not sure. Just stand by.
B1. 135 meters out. Or 435 out, I mean. Right over here. We need freaking a long-range rifle is what we need.
All teams, be prepared to withdraw from this position, alright?
Oops.
If we're gonna do that, blue team, you guys are gonna disengage first, take the bottom floor. Once you guys are on the bottom floor, red team, then you'll push out and into the street, alright?
Hey, firm, blue team copies.
Yeah, Whiskers, I don't have room to pick up ammo with all the medical supplies.
Caser is relinked. Where are you guys?
3rd floor.
Of the construction?
Yes, sir.
Copy that.
Well, at least, you know, aviation got the freaking B2. Stop shooting at us.
Yeah.
Now they're shooting at the freaking lats.
Yep, put something around. Guys, I found it.
Lavas are relinked, moving to your position at RP's Squirrel.
Alright, Lava, go ahead and take blue team. Go up there with blue team. Is Zora with you?
Hey, fam.
Understood, you guys are gonna be rolling with blue team.
So much. Red team is there.
Alright, thank you.
Might want to crouch a little bit lower so they only shoot the top of your backpack. Jan.
Gotcha, Casey, you got it. I'm here.
Control S to crouch down lower with your weapon up. See how I'm crouched? You want to keep that dome down so you don't get popped.
I have a big head, so we gotta keep it down.
Yep.
Every enemy contact, make yourself little and ugly.
Sorry, what's your location?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, he gave me his rifle to use instead.
Make yourself a small target.
Yeah, you know, you're good. I need to play around with this a little bit to make room for just a few more mags. Or I need to just not shoot as much.
Who's talking below me? I hear voices below me. Is the fog clearing up? No, still foggy as hell.
Hey, blue team. Mike, you're moving down the bottom floor and you're covering the red team. Yeah, Steve Draxon. I just got you moving out of the skyscraper, so it's
See, this is why you keep your head down.
Contact 178. B2 just went behind house at 166.
Just head up.
advised enemy contact is close towards the southeast side.
Droids is cross road at 188.
I believe.
Break. We're gonna be picked up via rooftop extraction, alright? Red team, when as soon as the bird touches down, you guys are gonna be pulling security. You guys will be the last team on, alright? Blue team, as soon as that, actually disregard. Red team, you guys are gonna be the first team on. Blue team, as soon as that lat touches down, you guys are gonna be covering red team as they move up, alright? Blue team copies.
I still can't see lat, so I'll stay outside the lat.
I was gonna say, why aren't we, doing a roof extraction since, we're on the roof? And there's a big open roof area. Yeah, might want to keep your head down there, Paro. Go over here.
Alright, blue team, give me a MCAS.
Guys, how you doing, Rook?
We're, I think we're all green.
You know.
Hey, blue team, are we all green?
Guys are green.
Yep, we're green.
Hasty's green across the board.
Red team, need an MCAS.
Lucas is green, Juro's green.
I got B2 battle droids in the field.
Red team's green.
Aaron?
Bearing 2120.
Hey, firm.
I think he's dead. I think he's gone.
Mick.
What happened to that B1 that was over in the west?
I think we managed to get him.
Make sure you're checking the thermal coordinates.
Yeah, B2s don't show up on thermals easily.
Pro disconnected.
Sounds like fire coming from the south, southeast.
Taking fire from the southwest.
Bearing 226.
Looks like a B2. Doesn't show up on thermal.
They really like their B2s, don't they?
Oh, starting bit change up.
What?
I thought we were waiting on. Just waiting on the land, I suppose. Don't have much information at this time in terms of.
And see what the fucking holdup is.
But
Caleb, I'm gonna need you at the bottom floor.
Which side of the boat floor?
The entrance where it came in.
What's good for you at?
I'll be up there in just a second.
FM.
Ooh.
Why are we just having lats circles right now?
Cuz.
Brennan, anything that you have to say regarding the lat, man, send it over the radio. What's up?
I've been given information from Sparrow and Gorm that this user somehow managed to lock all the lats and people can't get in or get out. And
wow.
This is terrible. And I gotta head right as soon as we RTB. I'm heading off. I need someone to tell. Right, airborne passes around as soon as we RTB. We are doing the debriefing in the briefing room, and the server's being shut down. All right. You want to send your guys about this Sunday afternoon? I can obviously get it scheduled because I do want to send
Room for the lat.
was because the lat is landing on the roof, it looks like.
Understood, we're on the way to you.
Just squish him.
Blue team, as soon as it touches down, you guys peel and go. Red team cover. Blue team copies.
Red team copy.
Now, you don't technically have to land. You can hover and still get in the lat. The Sparrow.
You want to try to attempt to get in the lat while it's hovering?
Red team, peel back once you guys try to get into it. All red team, won't you guys support the lat?
James, I can't see the lat.
Okay.
I got your security holes.
Alright, red team, you guys did right. You guys did right. It's just you guys did okay. We'll meet you back at the RTB, alright?
Safer.
Blue team, Bill. No, hey, all teams on me. I want to call them. We're pulling off of this building. All teams on me, call them.
Wow, these pilots need like 20 times, more training. If they can't land on that roof.
Alright, let's go ahead and space it out just a bit. 10 meters.
Whiskers, can I just ask where we're going?
We're going to a field, because we're not all about to die because the lat crashed.
Solid codfish.
Understood. Anton, you guys did nothing wrong. You guys are good. Everybody, we're gonna go to this field at our 12 o'clock, or my 12 o'clock now. Pull a wide 360. Want about a 100-meter circle around Brennan. Brennan, you're gonna be in the center. You get this shit going.
Hey, friend Whiskers.
Goremonger's not gonna do it. You are. All right. Everybody else, pull 360 off of myself and Brennan.
Let's go.
Okay, it looks like a lat got stuck on the roof.
Rook, go ahead and step it out just a few more meters, please. Thank you. first. Blue team, you guys will duel second. Understood.
Is there a radio check?
Yep. Disregard. Red team. Disregard. All members, go ahead and pull back and board.
Just let's get out of here. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and then of course
What checking in again with Avalanche 1 Romeo.
Alright guys, let's see.
Whiskers, this is Red. We are heading back to RTV.
Understood. Understood. We'll meet up with you at base.
A for
don't take off yet.
Yeah, I see one behind us.
No, it's
Oh, is that K's hand?
Hey, just take off.
Good luck, boys!
Take off.
Kaiser, just move away from the lot. Yeah, you're confusing the pilots.
This was fun. It was not fun. It was not fun at all.
This is pilot here.
Hey, lock it up. Lock it up, guys.
I don't know what's going on with Namine's lab. He called me over to Alright. I don't know what's going on with his lab. He said that he's having issues with his lab, so he called me over. And then I obviously had a little bit of a pilot error there, so I apologize for that. And then I don't know what was going on, but I was just to kind of let you guys. If you have more questions, if it's not fully explained at the debrief, I will be more than willing to try to.
Do we have four thrusters in this?
Yeah, it's a negative.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Let's just get back. I'm gonna do this. Can't wait to give this debrief. This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Everybody in airport be advised, 7 will be closed and we
Still in the air. Air is completely clear.
Oh, where's their element? Be back to base.
Right, now tell everyone on long range 60 to lock it up with pilots focus because you got on speed.
Scuba, you're hot mic.
Yeah, Scuba. Just on the sword.
I think I've had a worse experience than you, Freeze.
What? Some sort of bell and those coming out your...
We're doing 2 lines.
Still? Are we? I mean,
do 2 lines. Oh, 2 lines?
I think yellow wants to do 3 lines.
Squads close up the gap.
Bring it in
I think
closer! Shoot
right push to
off!
talk is stuck.
Bring it over!
Shit. 1-2, move close to 1-3, 1-1, move close to 1-2.
That was an accident, I didn't mean to.
Bring it in.
Bring it in! Bring it
Trying to hit me with that?
I didn't even know that.
Back up from Bruno.
Don't be shy, we're not gonna...
No online.
Actually, no, we're good.
Okay, guys. Guys, lock it up if you're not command element, please. Right. 1-1, what are you guys doing? Come on. Follow what your squad lead's doing at the moment. Move over to the left, close up the gaps. Come on. Thank you very much. Right, can everyone hear me? Pilots, can you hear me?
Yeah. Say what? I couldn't hear you.
Go up, Cruisy.
My god.
Okay, can you hear me? Awesome. Right, so, while 1-1's faffing around trying to get their formation sorted, I'm going to start off with the good things. Now, as you guys saw, we have, of course, had a few surprises planned, like the weather, the dense fog, which meant engagement distances were minimal. Really focused on you guys not being able to engage at long range and more focusing on your team members and working together more to find out where enemy locations are and engage with them effectively. And also comms going offline for both aviation and command element. Now the surprises for that is you will get points a lot of the time where maybe command element will lose their radios or command element will go down in some way. And I mean literally all of us may go down. 1-1, from what I heard, you guys took the initiative and you guys took command for a while. That was pretty good, well done. But you guys, you need to make, if something happens, you guys need to at least give a check, because all I heard really was, while me, Gorman, and Koda were moving at platoon level, we heard some people try and get radio comms, but then that was it. After we actually settled somewhere for a good 10 minutes, we heard no one trying to contact 1-7 Romeo, and we actually just had pretty much no comms until 1-1 actually took more initiative. Now why is Forensic on top of barracks building? For God's sake. Right, so I was watching in Zeus as well, me, Gorman and Koda, because the point of this was an FTX. We wanted to see what people were doing good and what people could improve on. The communication-wise, you guys did well as a platoon. You guys pushed in one consecutive line with Ackley as well, which was pretty nice to watch. And it was a pretty good op. You guys moved into the town, we had very few casualties, and cleared out the town and repelled the enemy counterattack. I did see a few issues with some of the squads. I'm not going to name anyone, but everyone should be watching their spacing while pushing in. They should be watching their formations, and they should just be generally looking out for each other, because through that entire op, I saw about 2 squads, which every single time that they were together, they were bunched up about 5, like less than 3 meters close to each other. It was bad. While other squads were pushing out, I saw one squad just stay back in the bunk in their trench while everyone else was pushing forward. Remember, if command goes offline and you're unable to get a hold of them, you know, work as a team, as a platoon level. The RTOs and the squad leads should be able to work with each other to the highest of their ability and go, right, we need to do something, command's not responding. And then if command comes back and asks, what the fuck you doing? Or as Brucey likes to say, what the hell you doing? Then you simply just reply with us saying, oh, we couldn't get hold of command, we had to take matters into our own hands, and we are obliged technically to go under that, simply because if we can reply to you and you can get hold of us, you had to take matters into your own hands to make sure the mission got done and to make sure your men were okay. Now the bad things. Now, that entire operation on the other side was a complete shit show. And I've already spoken to Brennan about this, and there is going to be a meeting between RTOs. Firstly, I heard people being sarky towards each other on radio. I heard I didn't enjoy hearing a lot of what I actually heard, especially when someone called out to my RTO and I heard my RTO then respond back on the right frequency and then them just getting corrected constantly until they would respond back with the correct term. Not on, guys. This thing, just general communication. The amount of people I constantly heard who kept asking 1-7 for orders to repeat themselves and everything like that, like RTOs. You know, you guys must know about keeping communication apart. If someone's trying to ask another unit something, wait until it's your turn. So I had people constantly trying to talk over 1-7. I had people constantly try and interfere with transmissions that are already going on between one squad and another. And the communication was just absolutely terrible. RTOs, you need to listen more in general, because there are a lot of things that I kept hearing where people were like, oh, say that again? What were we meant to do? There was, I believe, like 2 or 3 squads that my RTO had to communicate at least twice or 3 times on long range, for that matter, just to tell you guys again and again what you should be doing. That's absolutely appalling, and I've never seen anything as bad as that. Sorry, but I've got to lay it down as plain as day as you guys. That needs to be improved big time. I'm going to get with Brennan, and Brennan's going to meet up with all the RTOs. We're going to have a big meeting about this to discuss and train you guys again if it requires it, because that, like I said, it was appalling, and I don't want to see that, especially in a main FTX operation when this stuff should already be pristine by now. Should be no excuses for it. I had no idea what was going on with aviation at the end. There were so many errors, and from what I heard, aviation seemed to be communicating on their own in some regards, and I wasn't actually hearing anything from the speakers of my RTO, specifically about certain things like, you know, pilots not landing and having issues with their lats, or, you know, stuff like that. You know, just everything, all the issues tonight are about communication, and we really need to improve on that. You know, we're a big unit. This is only half of the unit. The other half will be on tomorrow to play Forensic in Bondoa's operation. You know, and personally for me and Cruzy, we want to hold a reputation for the first platoon as best platoon, because otherwise Forensic shits on us all the time. But, you know, at the moment we're not the best platoon. Please, guys, remember that. Communication, improve it. Work on it as best you can. And let's try and improve it for next Saturday. I believe maybe next Saturday we'll either be doing another FTX, or we may be starting our campaign. I'll leave that to Peterson and the dev team. But after our FTX cycle, we will be going on to a proper campaign. And I mean, we will have one place. We'll be landing there with the current situation or current affairs that are going on in that region. We will then be tasked orders from company, then proceed with on our op days, and we'll then have to complete the end game of it, and then we'll extract, and that'll be a campaign. I also do a platoon announcement quickly here as well. We will be implementing a new system soon into the platoon. I haven't spoken to Cruzy about this yet because it's just a general idea, but I want to do this. Touring medals, or just touring in general. So with campaigns, I want to try and make it so we've got actual achievements from these campaigns, not just, oh great, that was a campaign that we did, awesome. Maybe have some kind of stature or something of how long. It's a good idea, leave me alone. You know, saying that you've attended this tour or this campaign, and that, you know, at least people will recognize this about certain time periods that you've been in the unit. It's only an idea that's on the table at the moment, but I do want to try and implement that, but that will hopefully be starting on our campaign after the FTX cycle. That's the general debrief. I'll be coming around to the channels in a second for all the members. What I want you guys now to do is I want everyone to slowly start disconnecting from the server, and I want you all before you disconnect actually, I want everyone, when they disconnect, to head to their squad channel. So if you're in 1-1, you head to Client's channel. If you're in 1-2, you head to Mungus's channel. If you're in 1-3, head to Kappa or Raptor's channel. 1-4, you head to Ewik's channel. Airborne, you guys head to your channel. Aviation, yours. And Arc to your channel. I will come individually around to the channels, get your guys' opinions about certain things and everything else. We'll first be doing the debriefs before the checkpoint RP, simply because, you know, we have issues that we need to address, and if you do not show up for the debriefing because you just want to do the RP checkpoint, that's kind of sad. mean, you partook in the op, we at least need some feedback, guys. So, I rely on you guys. Start disconnecting from the server, head to your squad channels, make sure you're off the server so Forensic can set up the RP event, which actually should be, isn't it going on the server 3, Forensic? Server 3.
Well, while they're doing their debriefs, we'll be setting up the map and all that.
Awesome, you head on to it then.
We'll set on to get to class.
Awesome, have fun, Forensic. Right, anyway, I'm...
He definitely does not like RP.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, this is pretty awesome, guys. Got a lot of good number tonight. It was awesome.
Yep.
That didn't make a whole lot of English sense, did it? Anyway,
Bit sense to me.
Moving on. Great turnout. I'm really happy to work with everybody tonight. First operation with me with a couple of you guys, and I hope you had a blast. I know everything worked really well for me. Kind of exceeded my expectations tonight, and that's awesome. Really looking forward to working with you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm working this weekend, so I might be a little late if anything. But yeah, fortunately, you guys have some other good NCOs, Kalo and Lava. Were able to get on and sort you guys out. So the way I conduct my ARs, I'll give a brief synopsis of what happened, what I saw happen, some goods, some bads, all that good stuff. And then we'll work our way from bottom to top. Good points, bad points, improves, or sustains. All right. All right. So getting in, it was just a little bit late, but server got restarted, so it kind of able to catch up. We touched down, 360 looked awesome. Lava got everybody moving pretty quickly. Formations looked really good. Started initial contact was great. Communication was on point. There was a little bit of a kind of a mix-up, I think, with more or less me trying to figure out where everybody was, but I think it's more on my end. Lava, you had everything pretty well controlled. About the time we started to really have an engagement free our IP points as when Lava's communication started going out. Lava's been sick the past couple days, and it started to kind of catch up with him, especially with all the talking and controlling he was doing. So you guys give Lava a thumbs up. He did a great job while we were able to have him. So me assuming the control from Lava, quickly moved and established yourselves in the IP points. Pretty much won the firefight before we moved in. Blue team, you guys did an awesome job clearing those two buildings at the beginning and beginning the initial push for the rest of infantry to catch up. So I kind of took a little bit to myself there. Awesome job, Rook. The red team up on the hill, Kaiser, you guys did an amazing job winning the firefight. It was awesome. Good job spotting the tank and taking it out really quickly. No bad points right there. The defense, again, awesome. I think, the only casualty we took was moving up. I think, Hastyr, you went down moving up into our IP point, right?
Yeah, I was providing covering fire, and I got domed.
Yeah, man, that sucks, but you being the only casualty, that's not too bad. For the entire operation, I don't think that's bad at all. So outstanding work, guys. Really great job. And then through on the defense, everybody was I mean, the communication was a little loose at the beginning, and it just completely came in to super professional. Hey, we got targets, southwest, et cetera. It was really well done. A lot of the points that homeboy brought up, what's his name, Sparrow, he brought up were kind of just the vague general points that the operation, the negative points were kind of the operation's negative points. I really don't see them as our negative points. A couple things that we can always adjust on, communication, conciseness, and movements, but those can be brought up at every point. Or I'm sorry, at every AAR. So in general, I mean, A+. It looked really good, and really happy to work with you guys. from my perspective. So now, Badger, we're going to start with you, man. Work our way all the way to the top. Good points, bad points, what you see, what you liked, what you see that you didn't like, and how can we change?
The point where we were on top of the hills, where blue had the left side, red had right side, and then blue had to clear the warehouses and then move into the town. I didn't understand the point why we had to fall back to the hill and then move back into the town. To me, that was just losing ground that we have gained. That gives the enemy potential land to grab back. I just don't know what was the point of that.
Great question. So that was going back to our initial orders where we were supposed to be holding the IP points. We weren't. The airborne was not supposed to assault at all. Our objective was to hold the IP points and support their advance. However, the infantry wasn't advancing. They got up to our IP point and dug in with the rest of red team. And that's about the point where I sent the rest our blue team to across the way to those next buildings and established the foothold for them. So when I pulled you guys back, I was moving back to our main objective, which was to support their assault.
Right.
And that's when everything changed and us to push into the actual town. So yeah, completely backwards, but it was a failure on their part that we were compensating for.
Okay. That's all the notes I had.
Awesome. Thank you, Badger. Jan.
Yeah, I think it was a good mission. The work between everyone was really intuitive. So I don't had any problems except understanding sometimes because of the shooting everywhere. And then Hasty tried to say me something while shots are popping on our left and on our right, so that was a little bit complicated, but you can't do really a thing against it.
Yeah, I understand. And hopefully, man, the more and more you get integrated with us, it'll just be second nature.
Yeah.
Happy to have you on board, and we'll definitely work past this hiccup. All right. Thank you, Jan, for being a part of our team. And moving on to Hasty.
On the thing with Jan, if you have the problem of hearing people, just tweak your volume settings on TeamSpeak, and you can adjust it so everyone's a little bit louder, so you can hear them over the actual game.
Yeah, that was not the problem. I could hear you fine, but when shots are popping everywhere, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but for all in all, it was good. Except for when I got domed, that was the only down point.
It sucks that you were the only KIA, man.
Like, I was the only one covering that side, and like the rest of the blue team was pushing into the building next to me. And it's just like kind of like need a little bit more coordination. Hey, there's enemies over here. We should focus on them, then clear out the buildings. That's the only thing I had.
Awesome. Thank you there, Hasty. Bruiser. Were you part of the operation?
No, Bruiser was not here.
Didn't think so. All right, Zora.
Okay, well, I didn't see anything really bad. The only thing I would say was sometimes we were bunched together when we could have spread it out a little bit. As squad medic, I thought you guys were all very great, and generally, I'm impressed. Not having been on an FTX with you guys, it's been really fun.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
That's it.
Oh, and as we all grow together and figure out our own nuances and everything else, we'll continue to excel and get better and more proficient. And we'll be an amazing team. So thank you for being a part of it. Lupus, on to you, man. What'd you see?
Well, I'm happy that my call out on the potential of using CAS because we were just wasting ammo at that point. I'm happy in all the confusion. That was something that got picked up and used because we would have kept shooting that same B2 the entire time, I feel like. But other than that, I think our communication was good. The only complaint I would have, we go back to the mission. where I know everybody's kind of stingy with the types of thermals we use, but if we're going to a foggy AO, I think just based off like that storyline perspective, we would have better the heat thermal that's not black and white for seeing through the fog. But I know that's more of a uniform thing over an op thing.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. We definitely have to bring that up. But thank you.
Whiskers?
Yes.
Everyone have anything to say to self about the operation?
Yeah, after we finish, I'll get all the points and compile them and send them to you.
Roger. Send me or just come and grab me or go into my office, whatever, alright?
Will do.
Because we still need to have that chat as well that you asked me about.
Will do. After we
Awesome,
finish.
take care.
Yeah, you too, man.
Actually, I did have one more too, Whiskers.
What's up?
So, I understand that we are working on a very small AO with this one overall group objective, but I feel like either we were utilized wrong in the direction they wanted us to move, or that the way they had us stacked with the avalanche elements was just kind of awkward, because it was either they cleared out the area and then we stepped forward, or we cleared out the area and they stepped forward. So, like,
right.
And then it just seemed like we were, like, all elements were grouped in one area and kind of like spreading out and actually is doing like a shift through the AO. We were all just kind of pushing through the same direction, which wasn't really gaining ground quickly.
Right, and I it's something I definitely agree on. And on that note, it's going to be a little bit of a growing pain with us and the rest of the company, just because it is confusing how to implement us the correct way. We're a very niche group, and can be used in a lot of different manners. It's just allowing or having the battle commanders from 1st and 2nd platoon that are comfortable using us in those capacities. So more times than not, until our role is more defined, we'll find ourselves kind of in this similar role. But I don't think it's a terrible thing. It's just something that we're going to have to kind of push through. And the more we establish ourselves with this particular thing being our main heavy hitter, it's going to take some time, those growing pains.
Yes, to go with that point, being on the mission dev team now, that is one of the things I'm working on with the missions that I'm writing, is having us with that set objective. That way, when we get in there, it's not to the discretion of the other leadership elements, where they're more focused on what their platoon's doing, we're focused on what our platoon's doing, and then there's going to be that overall company mission that we're working on. So I am working on that, implementing that way when we go in, us and ARC aren't kind of just what task don't we want to do. It's going to be more of like that specialized task of what's Airborne actually doing, what's ARC actually doing, and a few other new elements coming in the next couple of weeks. So
that'd be awesome. Yeah,
that is in the process.
Perfect. That'd help us out a lot. So that'd be really cool, Lucas. So keep us in mind there. Thank you very much, man. I'm glad to have you on our team too. Rook, team leader, man. What'd you see? What'd you like? What you didn't like? Talk to me.
It's just what Badger said about us having to pull back out of town and then having to go back in. That kind of got really annoying. I would have wished that we just stayed in there, because we did lose some time and effort on that. Since blue team twice ran out in the open field. But I mean, whatever. Blue team did really good. I have no real complaints except for just having to pull back and having to pull back in. It got kind of annoying, but we worked past it.
Yeah, and that was my call because of the absence of a defined role. So, thank you very much for rolling with those punches, Kaiser.
All right. Actually, I had two problems or concerns. The first one was we were always ahead of the regular infantry. I think as support, it was good that we got there first, but most of it was just like we are meant to be expendable, but I think we should. No, not we should. I think there was just problems with the other infantry not moving up while we were supposed to support them. I think that's what our job was. And the second thing is I felt like we had way too many people on the comms, because when Whiskers, you were like relaying orders, I kept questioning like, are those for my team or for blue team? I just think maybe when we have that many people next time, do something different with radio.
Yep, good point. And that's why the first and second squads, they have RTOs, so that when we're working as a full platoon, you'll have 2 RTOs that are capable of relaying those orders to their squad leaders and making movements from there. So we're still kind of in that, squad or 2 squad phase. You know what I mean? We're kind of at that weird number area, and until we can max both second squad and first squad, there again still some growing pains. And but no, I agree with the comms thing.
Yeah, I think that's all from me.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Kaiser, for team lead tonight. Brennan. Actually, Brennan, you don't count. We'll come back to you later. We'll get your RTO points just a second. Anton.
So I think my first point is the aggressiveness of general infantry. I think you need to talk to them, Whiskers. I'm not a platoon commander or anything, but I just observed this because I am a tactician at heart. The infantry were not aggressive enough. Like, one thing I've noticed about airborne is our most effective factor, our most effective tactic is our momentum. Honestly, by the time we hit a town, we're already moving to the next one. Infantry, they like to bunker down and let the droids kind of react, which is not very good. They don't have momentum like we do. So I think they need to kind of adopt that. That's just my observation. Otherwise, airborne did pretty good. We performed how we're supposed to perform, exceptionally. I think the combat width, or pretty much how the AO was sized out. The size of the AO was very small, how someone said before me. The combat width was too compact, pretty much. There was too many elements fighting for a singular front line. I think we could have flanked around or something else. I don't know. But it was just too compact, and it made everything feel kind of claustrophobic trying to operate with that many elements. Otherwise, that's all I have to say.
Thank you. And yeah, from a battlefield commander perspective, you knocked it out of the park, hitting all those points there. And again, going back to Lucas, your point about implementation, Anton, that would have been a perfect opportunity to implement this a correct way. Parachuting behind enemy lines, not engaging until the actual assault was going on, and we could have spearheaded from the rear, and as the infantry and as the infantry pushed it in as well, and we met somewhere in the middle. But again, we're still working with a really young command team from first platoon, and so it again, guys, just growing pains and stuff like that. But Anton, exactly, good points.
Yeah, I would like to cap on that. Like towards the beginning, after we cleared out that first compound, and we were moving on to the main objective, like there was at least 2 or 3 infantry squads that just stopped in the middle of the field outside the compound and digged in while we just moved past for some reason. I don't know why they stayed there, but they just did. Weird.
Exactly right. And Anton, like you said, man, the momentum, we were able to keep rolling.
I don't know why they stayed there, but they just did.
That's something that I have a problem with. I'm very, very, very aggressive in game, and a lot of times that gets me into issues where I'm too aggressive. Rook, I pushed blue team in pretty quick, and was really about ready to send red team. I think I even belayed those orders, red team, if I'm not mistaken. I was gonna have you guys push to the houses that blue team eventually went to and took, but I disregarded that and had blue team move over and take them. So sorry about that. I'll try to adjust there. It's a problem that I have sometimes about getting too aggressive, and I'm really happy with the way that I was able to slow myself down a little bit this time, and have red team, you guys win the firefight and allow blue team to move. It's definitely a kind of a personal, struggle that I deal with, being way too aggressive. So that aggressive nature might be kind of me. So if that's a wrong thing, if we need to slow down, squad leaders, man, let me know. If you guys bite off more than you can chew, let me know so I can readjust. And on that note, Rook or Kaiser, when you guys moved back to the IP Bravo, and you didn't have a good visibility, right? That was perfect. Let me know so I can adjust you guys, and that was that was spot on. Brennan, going back to you. Actually, we'll hit Lava first, then we'll go to Brennan.
I'm dying, so guys, you all did well. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Lava. And hopefully, we'll get you in a capacity where you can rock out with your socks out and not be sick or anything like that. Maybe next weekend. All right, Brennan, what'd you see from the RTO perspective, communications and etc.?
It was a mess. Long range today. The people on it did one of the things which bugged me most as an RTO, and in terms of long range communications as a whole. People talking over each other. It's not hard to wait. Sure, it might be annoying the wait, but it just cleans up everything on the long range. People, you mostly heard it from Sparrow himself at the end of the op, but people just talking over each other, people being snarky, people. It was just a mess, and I'm gonna have a meeting with all the people this Sunday about it. But if there's one thing to take away from it, being patient on the long range is super important. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. It's just a frustrating night.
Awesome. Well, thank you very, very much for being our RTO, Brennan, and the cast and everything else. Great suggestion. Glad we were able to get that going. So, and we'll go back up to Kalo. Kalo, finish us off.
Honestly, medics were absolutely fine. You all did well, as I expected you to do. I didn't go full out on the medical frequency, as I thought for the most part we're a squad, and we may have one more medic than we usually do, but regardless, it's not much of a major thing that we need to do at that point. Otherwise, I was very much happy with how you guys react to people being wounded, if people were. Not many were, which is good to see. And
Awesome. Thank you very much, Kalo, and thank you guys very, very much for attending Operation. This place isn't what it is without you guys. So, oh, Lava, what's up? You got the floor.
I mean, all right. So, for those who want to, I know training is supposed to be kind of like nowish. Machete has decided to move it tomorrow. If you guys can make it at like 1400.
I was just about to say I'm going for a hockey game, so I won't be able to make it. But if it's tomorrow, then yeah, I'll be available.
It is, yeah. It should be back to normal next week. And lastly, I don't think there's anyone here that hasn't done it yet. But jetpack training is moving even earlier because I've now got Namanai who's essentially dedicated towards it.
Right
So
on.
that'll be 4 p.m. EST on Fridays.
Lava, if you see Machete, please ask him if he can move it to before the operation. And not
It
after.
is.
It is? Okay, good.
Yeah, 4 p.m. EST.
2 o'clock.
You told
Oh, 4.
you told me before it's after the operation.
I think it got adjusted a little bit later.
It's on the 5-2 like roster, so check that.
You know I don't check that. No, I'm just kidding.
You better fucking check that. You're team lead.
I know. I was just joking.
I put my ass in that. All right. I meant to say heart and soul, but brain went to ass. So,
Put his ass. Ass. Is that code word that you need to go to the toilet?
Yeah, totally.
All right.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go to a hockey game. So have a good.
Caesar, do you have 5 minutes?
I have 2.
Cool. Hasty, if you don't mind sticking around as well. Thank you guys very, very much.
Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry, my brain is not working. Meant to
okay.
say 1600,
Just
which is
confused
4
me, but-
p.m. Yeah, that's because I was thinking 4 and then 1600. So
Yeah.
One random person that is watching my stream, I will be back after talking to Command.
You're streaming this?
I've been streaming the whole operation, yeah. The operation
You're
and
just streaming this after. All right.
yeah, the debrief, man. You always stream the debrief.
Hello, Hasty stream.
Well, I'm stopping it time now.